Hi friends, welcome back to my kitchen. Welcome if you're new. I'm Cheryl, this is Table Full of Joy. And friends, fall is here and I am craving pumpkin. So I just ran out of coffee creamer. I'm gonna make a batch of coffee creamer right now. I really want pumpkin spice. If you guys follow me, if you're a subscriber, I made a batch of creamer a couple weeks ago. It was a chocolate almond. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Finished that off just a day or so ago. I've been holding off on making another batch and I finally need to do it today. So I'm gonna make a batch of pumpkin and I'm gonna do something different. The creamer that I made before was really good. It really was. But it had a can of sweetened condensed milk in it and I'm trying to get away from so much sugar. There's a lot of sugar in a can of sweetened condensed milk. And so I really want something a little bit less sweet. Even though I like my coffee sweet, I just wanted a little less sugar. So I could not find a recipe that I liked online, so I'm kind of making up my own. I think this is going to be incredible. There really is no science to making coffee creamer. As long as you keep it refrigerated, it's going to be fine. Whatever you want into it, it's going to be amazing. Taste it as you go along because there's nothing raw in it, so it's not going to hurt to taste it. But we're using a can of just pure pureed pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling. Pumpkin pie filling is going to have egg in it. It's going to have all kinds of other things in it that you don't want to put into a coffee creamer because you'll be consuming raw eggs. And so you want to have just pureed pumpkin. Pure, that's a tongue twister. Pure pureed pumpkin. So we're going to get this made. We're also going to make an incredible recipe that I just saw last night. I follow Fallon over at Moss Family Kitchen. It used to be Moss Family TV and I think they changed it to Moss Family Kitchen. I love her channel. Her and Titus crack me up. My husband and I love watching them. She made a pumpkin baked oatmeal last night that my husband and I both were looking at each other going, we need to have this. So I told him I was going to make a batch of that today because this is the awesome thing. I'm only going to need part of just a little bit of this can to make my pumpkin creamer. The rest of this can is exactly what I need to have to make that pumpkin oatmeal. So we're gonna have that in our refrigerator for my husband to have for breakfast. I usually fast in the mornings. I fast until around noon. Sometimes I want breakfast, sometimes I want lunch, sometimes I just want a snack. It just depends. So this is gonna be perfect. We're gonna make it, bake it, get it in the fridge, and it's just gonna sit there. My husband will have some in the morning with his coffee during our prayer and devotion time together. So this is gonna be perfect. But I'm excited to get this coffee creamer made because even though it is, 85 degrees here, I need coffee. I have too many things to get done today. I'm cooking dinner for the youth group tonight and I was sitting in the chair watching the collaboration. If you guys missed it, I just did a collaboration today for fall decorating. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check that out. Super fun getting to see everybody's fall decorations, but I was trying to watch all of those videos and I was getting sleepy. And so I need coffee, but I don't have any creamer. So let's get our creamer made so we can get a cup of coffee, we can get our oatmeal made, and then I can get on with the rest of my day with what I need to do. So I'm excited to have some more creamer in my house, especially pumpkin spice. I have stopped buying commercial coffee creamers just because of the chemicals they put in it. They are just not good for you. They really are not very good for you at all. And so I got away from those and I just really love pumpkin spice. I never can buy the commercial pumpkin spice creamer because there's something in it that they go super heavy on that gives me horrible heartburn. So I'm just choosing now to make my own so I can control the amount of spice that goes into it. And I also can control the ingredients. So that's the good thing about making things at home and from scratch. You get to control what goes into it. So let's get this creamer made so we can get a cup of coffee, we can get our baked oatmeal done, get that in the oven, and then I can get on with the rest of my day. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put in our dairy. Now all the recipes that I saw online called for, something in my pan. They all called for and I have just been not nice to these pans. I have scratched them all up. Called for just half and half. I'm gonna split it and do part half and half, part heavy cream. So I've got oh wow, I only have 1 cup left. Well, that works. So we're gonna do 1 cup of heavy cream and 1 cup of half and half. There really aren't very many ingredients in this, and that's what I love about having a coffee creamer that doesn't have a ton of stuff in it. So for our sweetener, we're going to use maple syrup, because why not? Maple is very fall. This is, in my opinion, it's a much better option for sweetener than adding sugar or anything like that. I have added brown sugar to my coffee creamer before, and that works pretty well. But we're gonna put in, I'm gonna say about a tablespoon, because that's quite a bit of creamer. I'm gonna put in some pumpkin pie spice, because this has all of those delicious fall flavors. It has the cinnamon, it has the nutmeg, it has the cloves, it has the ginger, it has all of those things. I'm gonna start with that much because I can always add more if I want to. And I'm gonna put in 4 tablespoons of our pumpkin puree. And they're kind of heaping. And that's going to give me exactly the amount of pumpkin that I need to have left over for my pumpkin baked oatmeal. So we're going to turn this kind of down on a medium heat. I don't want to boil it. I just want to bring this to a simmer so that it heats up all of the dairy, heats up our half and half and our heavy cream. It kind of blends the spices in together. It melts the maple syrup. I'm going to use a silicone whisk so that I don't scratch my pan up any more than I already have. And we're just going to give this a stir. We're going to let this just sit here on the stove and heat up, and we'll come back and taste it and see how it tastes, if we need to add more of anything to it. But while this is heating up over here, let's head over and get our baked oatmeal ready for the oven. I'm going to turn my oven on to 350 so we can get that heated up so it's ready for our oatmeal when we're ready to put it in there. For our baked oatmeal, we're going to do 2 eggs. We've got 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. We need just a little bit of maple syrup. And it says you can serve this oatmeal with additional maple syrup if you want to, or brown sugar, or any of those things. I want to whisk this together real quick. You need 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're using our delicious Redmond's Real Salt. Let's get that all mixed. All right, we've got 1.5 cups. I am out of milk in my house, so I'm making this with half and half. I think it's going to be fine. Probably just going to make it just a tiny bit richer than it would be if you were doing it with just plain milk. Now I'm going to put in my pumpkin. I am in heaven because I absolutely love pumpkin. I didn't used to. When I was a kid, I was not a big fan of pumpkin. I think it was a texture thing with me. All right, let's give that a good whisk. So this recipe calls for cinnamon, ginger, and allspice. I am out of cinnamon. If you follow me, you know that I'm kind of in the middle of pantry challenge right now. It's not anything, it's my own pantry challenge because I have a lot of stuff in my house right now. I'm trying to work through what I have. So I'm out of cinnamon, so I'm just going to use pumpkin pie spice. I figure why not? It's got all of the same flavors in it. I think it's going to be delicious. So I think when I figured out all the spices that go in this, I think it's about 2.5 teaspoons total. So I think that's what I'm going to do, plus a little extra pinch for good measure. Let's give that a little bit of a whisk. We're going to put in 3 cups of oats. I'm just using a quick oat. You can use a steel cut, you can use a old-fashioned, whatever kind of oats it is that you buy. I just happen to have quick oats, so that's what I'm going to use, because like I said, we are just using up what we have in our house. And I've got 4 tablespoons of melted butter. We want to use all of that butter. All right, let's give this a whisk, get everything whisked up together. We've got our casserole dish over here, ready for this. Now I'm gonna do something a little bit different too that this does not call for. So she did not put nuts in hers. I happen to have these walnuts in my freezer. I got these on clearance at Fred Meyer. And I would like to put some walnuts in these. Walnuts are very healthy for you. They're loaded with omega, loaded with protein. They're super, super healthy for you. And I figure, why not? I'm just gonna give these just a rough chop. I'm not looking for, you know, a completely crushed or ground up nut. I still want some pieces. I wanna know when I bite into a walnut. I think this is gonna be incredible. My husband is so excited to have this in the morning with a cup of coffee after watching how excited Titus got when Fallon made this for him and their family. I'm going to put just a few more in. Those are small enough. Okay, I think that looks good. I just think that's going to add a little bit of extra bulk to this oatmeal. It's going to add a little extra crunch. I think it's going to be incredible. Also out of spray right now, so we're just going to grease this with a little bit of butter. I think I'm going to have to eventually allow myself to shop for a few things. Butter is on my list of things. I'm allowing myself produce and dairy if I need to. All right, we're just going to pour this directly into our baking dish. My oven is preheating to 350. Should be done here in just a couple of minutes. I can already smell our coffee creamer. And this did not take any time at all. This is super, super fast. You could make this the day before, make this on Sunday, stick it in your refrigerator, and you've got breakfast for the family. Super quick, super easy for several days, if not all week. We can put this in the oven. All right, friends, this pumpkin creamer smells incredible. Wow. We're gonna get this put into our bottle. We have our cute little bottles here that I keep my homemade creamer into. I've got myself a hot cup of coffee. We're gonna make ourselves a pumpkin spiced coffee. So I've got my bottle. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour my creamer in here. If it doesn't all fit, that's totally fine. I have another bottle over there that I can store it in. But it looks like it might make it. Okay, let's make our coffee. And I'll put the rest of that in here. It should fit. It's still very hot, which is fine. And this is a really thick glass, so I'm just gonna hold this. Give this a little stir. A little whipped cream on top. Do a little dash of pumpkin pie spice. Just like that, friends. Who needs to go to Starbucks? Not me. This, oh my gosh, it smells so good, friends. Oh, that is so good. Really get a good strong pumpkin flavor from that. The spice is perfect. Wow. I'm gonna go enjoy this, friends, because I still have a lot of things to do. As I said, I'm cooking dinner for the youth group tonight. Our pumpkin oatmeal is in the oven. That'll be out in about 15 minutes. So we'll come back and let you guys see that. All right, friends, that coffee was delicious. I will leave my recipe for that pumpkin spice creamer in the description box for you guys. But friends, here is our baked pumpkin oatmeal. Oh my word. I think we need to have just a tiny bite. I mean, it is 3:30 in the afternoon. It's not breakfast, but we got to try it. You can see right here, it is just so, oh my word, friends. Look at that. All right, let's give this a taste. Oh my gosh. Friends, that screams fall. Holy cow, is that good. Tomorrow morning, that is gonna be incredible with a little bit of maple syrup on it or a little sprinkling of brown sugar or something. But friends, that is amazing. The walnuts was an excellent choice. I love that little bit of a crunch that it gives it. If you don't want the nuts, don't put the nuts in. The recipe didn't call for them, but I just thought it needed to have something else in it. So, friends, we made our delicious pumpkin spice creamer, homemade, no preservatives. We controlled the sugar. We controlled the ingredients. It was incredible. It was super easy, minimal ingredients. We made a delicious pumpkin oatmeal that can go in the refrigerator. You can serve this all week long to your family. Super easy, incredible recipe. So thankful for Fallon for sharing this recipe in that video so that I got a chance to see it. Gave me inspiration to make this for my husband. He's gonna absolutely love this in the morning. Can't wait to eat this in the morning with him. It's too late in the day now to eat oatmeal. I'm not ready for that. It's almost dinner time. So I'm gonna let this cool completely. I'm gonna stick this in the refrigerator and it's gonna be ready for us in the morning for breakfast, or for him in the morning for breakfast. He will eat it. I will just watch him enjoy it. So friends, thank you guys again so much for joining me in my kitchen as we made 2 delicious pumpkin spice recipes for in fall to get you all through the fall season. 2 incredible recipes, super tasty, super easy, really, really quick, and you will absolutely love them, friends. Friends, it means so much to me that you guys take time out of your day to come and spend time with me. I know your time is valuable, and it means a lot to me that you take that time and come and spend time with me in my kitchen, see what I'm cooking, see what we're making. Come hang out with me. Guys, if you've tried an incredible baked oatmeal recipe, let me know in the comments what that recipe is. I'm always looking for fun breakfast ideas for him, things that he can either eat at home before he goes to work or put in a container and take it with him to work and eat it later in the morning with a cup of coffee. One way or the other, he does end up eating breakfast at some point, either early in the morning or late in the morning, just whatever he decides to do. So I love having options for him. So friends, share those recipes with me. If you have not yet, please hit that subscribe button up there. We would love to have you a part of our YouTube family. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every single time we upload a new video. And friends, we'll talk to you guys in the comments. Happy fall and God bless.